Hi everyone, today is 14th of August 2026. So today I took two trades again. I'll be walking you through the trades, and this is the logging part of the two trades. One hit the SL and one in first I got stopped out. So first I will quickly walk you through over the trade setup and the logic behind it. So as we can see that the price leg was currently bullish. It gave a break of structure. This was the new high. Then it again gave a break of structure, and this was the new low, and this was the new high. It swept the liquidity. It came down at a 30-minute time frame, and it gave a break of structure towards the downside. It's a change of character towards the downside and a break of structure towards the downside. So this was the price leg that we were trading in for 30 minutes. But if we will jump to quickly 2 hours, then we will see that okay, we had a break of structure and then we have a change of character towards the downside. So overall trend is bearish and we should be looking for sells from here. And this was a 2 hour story, but 30-hour story was this was a price leg for 30 minutes. And if I will just zoom into 45 minutes, then you will see that we have a buy to sell order block along with the inefficiencies. So this block, you see the yellow one, which is basically the buy to sell order block. I was planning for some sells from here, a quick 1:3, because overall for 2 hour it was in a buying range, but for 30 minutes and 45 minutes it was having a bearish price leg. So if I will jump to quickly the entry model, so this was the trade logic behind it. So we were directional bias, we were looking for sells only. And if I will just quickly jump down to the entry models that I planned, first is, so the first trade that I took, I was at some or the other point I was having a feeling that this is not going to work because I have noticed certain patterns. So this is the yellow block, which is the order block, the buy to sell. It tapped into the order block and it gave an entry model. So it tapped into the entry model, sorry, it tapped into the order block, and then this was the breaker block, a sell with a series of buy, and it closed below this. So we had a formation of breaker block along with the change in the state of delivery. Okay. So a change in the state of delivery, when it went back and we were having this order block, a sell along with an inefficiency and sell at 1 minute, I just punched in the trade here, keeping this as the low. Then there was this temporary 1 minute trend line that was coming in. It basically took support from here and it took my SL. So this was the first mistake, and the mistakes I did here because I knew that I was not selling inside the order block itself, and it was not a very optimal setup because at 2 hour we were having some buyers that were kicking in. Then it basically slowly gave us a slow buying and it entered into the order block. Now we have an order block and there must be a selling pressure that must come in. Now inside the order block again we have a series of sell candle. So sorry, we have a sell candle and a series of buy candle. So this is also buy. Sorry. Sorry. So we have a sell and a series of buy candle, then it gave a change in the state of delivery and it closed below this, and also a formation of a breaker block. Now when it came up, I was actually thinking for some sells, but as there was this trend line coming in and we had this not an optimal zone for sell, so I waited for the trend line break, for it to break the trend line, and then again it gave a gap down suddenly, and then I waited and I just took the entry at this particular candle, the buy candle that was coming in, and I kept this as the SL and planned for 1:3, and we indeed got a 1:3. Now what I did is, I got a bit into, I added, what I did is first I took 0.15 lots here, because there was this gap down, and then when it came above again, and I added zero point 0.1 lots again, so I was having like 0.25 lots, and this was not a very optimal SL. It was a good SL, and it was like, and as I previously lost one trade, so I need to manage my risk, and I closed zero point 0.1 lot here, and it just fell from here because it was taking support from this order block. From this breaker block, it was like the buying pressure was coming in, and I just closed one here, and then it trade worked. Now I was having like point 0.2 lots, point 0.1 and point 0.5, sorry, 0.15 lots, and it went till here. Now what I did, and I didn't book that, I booked some partials at 1:3 and I waited for a confirmation because uh, I waited for it to go further towards the downside because we sold at an order block, so I was like expecting some good sells, but that was not the case. It basically gave a closing below above this uh, buy to sell, which was a breaker block, and which resulted in the formation of CI, change in the state of delivery, along with the breaker block. So I just I just put the SL, the last where the selling came in, and it hit my SL here. So this was the overall story for 14th of August. If I will just quickly jump to the logging part of it, then the logging says that I took two trades based on the setup. One took the SL and one hit the EP. Before logging, I would like to quote something. So basically, at 2 hour, I just quoted the scenario whole that 2 hour we were having a buying. We were having a buying scenario, whereas at 13 minutes and 45 minutes we were having a bearish price leg. So, and then one important observation is I was at home, I took work from home, and I was watching YouTube alongside as well. So I was like, so I was watching YouTube alongside, so which also helped me in not over trading and also not get fully into the charts, which also prevented from the fact, it also prevented the fact that uh, fact when the charts basically take over the control, and I just lose my full control on my psychology. So I think that's a plus point some or the other place, because in the normal working days I punch trades in the office while parallelly I am doing my daily stuff, daily tasks. Yep, so that's the case. And the first trade pair is XAU USD, session is London. The entry price was this. The profit and I lost 31 USD at 0.25. Rules followed, as all the were followed, and the emotions were not too high. As I was mentioning, I was watching YD. Then the second again, we took at the London end, and the timing was 3:44 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and I took 0.15 lots. Then I did zero point 0.1 as I was confident. Then as I lost one, as I had one SL for the day, so I managed my risk a bit and I reduced zero point 0.1 positions, and after that the trade played out. So for this 0.15 I was only left with zero point 0.5 where I booked 28 USD, whereas for the rest 0.1 lot I booked partials at 1:3, but I waited for some more profits to come in, which eventually didn't happen, and I booked 36 USD. So overall, if you will see, then we were having 31, 36, like around 32ish USD in profit. Then I cut the position at 1:3 at 40%, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's basically it. That was the day for 14th of August 2026. Now we have the weekend which is coming in, so I have done some weekly analysis, which I'll be walking you in a separate video, where I have basically planned on certain weekly analysis things which are going to be highly beneficial for us, I guess. So I will just save it. So if I will just quickly show, then my god, why? Oh, okay. So I have some template which I have formed using Kiro, which is having basically the mentor analysis, and I'm having the first analysis for the week, whereas I've also done some optimizations in the template as well, based on the mentor that I'm having here right in front of you. So that's it for the day. Thanks for watching till here. Have a good one.